my gosh. Whoa! Now this is not turned into perfect snorkel depth. We could sink it. All right, guys, we are down at the new property. I got the skidder warming up back behind me. It is a cold, cold day. Yesterday we had a bunch of rain, and now it's time to make some mud holes. We got the Renegade here. We got this thing to test out the holes that we build and see how these cryptids perform. We did make a mud hole not too long ago, but we actually sent the Jeep through it. Let's just roll the clip. Hold on for your life. Oh my. Woo! Now, obviously, we love riding four-wheelers here. We got the pond and the swamp up at the front of the property, and they are so much fun. We can play in them for hours, but the rest of the property is mainly just big hardwoods. So if we can go back there, create some mud holes, that way we can ride through the creeks and hit these mud holes at the back of the property. It'll be cool. It'll be fun. But we're gonna go ahead, slap some diesel fuel in the old skid steer, and let's go ahead, hop in it, and roll back to the back of the property. Guys, today's video is actually brought to you guys by Raycon. Now, I actually got a new set of the everyday earbuds. These things look, feel, and sound better than ever. These earbuds actually have 8 hours of playtime and 32 hours of battery life. Now, with Raycon's optimized gel tips, they have the perfect fit for your ears and they do not fall out. I use these things all the time for riding dirt bikes and four-wheelers, and I've never had them fall out. They are about as comfy as it gets when it comes to earbuds. The Raycons, they are priced just right. You get premium audio for half the price of other earbud companies. Since I lost my first set, I had to order me another pair. These things are absolutely amazing. It's no wonder why Raycon has tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. For half the price of other brands, you get top-notch audio quality, along with earbud tap functions, customizable sound profiles, awareness mode, and noise isolation. The everyday earbuds are already priced right, but if you guys want 15% off, you can click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/Braydon, get 15% off plus free shipping. I'm telling you guys, these are the best earbuds on the market for the price. These things are amazing. I love mine, and you will love yours too. So if you guys would, click the link in the description, go get you some, and let's get back to the video. Oh man, let's hop up out of here. Now to start, we're gonna start down here where we made the mud hole for the Jeep, and this looks pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie. This is somewhat of a low spot. We're getting a little bit of watershed from this way and a little bit of watershed from that way. So honestly, we should blow some of these trees out because this could be a main like portion that we come and mud at. With the water flow from each direction, this thing actually might stay wet for quite a while. Definitely got some smaller trees we need to remove out of here, but just for a mud hole, this is gonna turn out really good. I would say leave the trees until we see how everything reacts. The problem is if we turn this into a mud hole and these trees are in the way, we're not gonna be able to get them out until summertime, roots and all. That way when we're mudding, it's straight mud. What we'll probably do is try to knock out that tree, and that tree, and maybe some of those small ones. Those shouldn't be too big of an issue with the skid steer. So we'd come off the trail up there, hit that hole, be coming up through here. Now we need to figure out if we got good red clay further down this valley, because a lot of this holds water pretty well too. We can find clean red dirt. Oh my gosh, like this for instance. Pop out of that hole, come through here. If we could just make a straight line where this is just a mud hole down through there, that'd be pretty fire. It's all gonna depend on if there's big roots in the ground, and of course, if it's not rocky, we need it to be clay. If it's rocky, we quite literally just be digging a hole in the ground. We honestly might could get further down there and do another hole, but for starters, let's try to knock out those trees and also try to turn this into a mud hole. It looks like the grade is coming down this way, so the water's gonna be going out this way, so we'll try to somewhat dam it up as well to get it to hold water for as long as we can. But that shit got deep. Like, okay, so when I built the other mud hole over there, I never once sunk up with my skid steer until I dug a hole. But when I first entered here, before you were filming, it sunk.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, holy shit, we're about to get stuck.
You literally thought you were going to get stuck.
Yeah, it surprised me how quick it turned out from under it. The main issue is during the summer, if this doesn't get enough rain and doesn't hold enough or any water, we're just gonna have lumped up dry dirt. But right now in the wet season, this wall stay wet. I'm almost wondering, like, do you build a dam in the valley to catch the water, which we definitely could, but it'd probably be better to do that when it's dry.
Yeah.
Take some of this red dirt out. But I think there's a lot of red dirt right here, and I've never been able to say that about my property because it's all freaking rock. I think I'm gonna take the spoiler through it. I'm not gonna put on the waders, obviously. It's just
what?
I think if you got in this thing and start spinning, you're gonna sink to the bottom, but I'm just gonna try to ride across the top of it, and honestly, it should be able to do it.
No waders.
It's not sloppy. That over there, I'm definitely gonna have waders for when we try that.
Yeah.
But dude, I was thinking, so you come in after playing in the pond, the swamp, you hit that mud hole, boom, you hit this mud hole. There's probably, we can do another mud hole down here.
I think so.
Turn it up, that's the back property line. There's no trails from there to there.
Yet.
So we build another mud hole, build a trail up to the next valley, and I think the next valley is a lot like this one.
Yeah.
And if it's got red clay, we can make some mud holes.
That's right.
Now, if this doesn't stay wet, it's gonna work for a mud hole for like the next month or two, maybe 3. During the summer, if this doesn't stay wet, we're gonna have to dam it up. But I'm not sure, because if you dam it up for that mud hole, now the next mud hole doesn't get as much water. We're gonna have to see what happens, and like once it starts drying up, we can come out here on a rainy day and be like, okay, that hole's holding more water than that hole, or no, we're fine. I don't know. I'm getting on forward. So when I said that this property is like all rock, I seriously mean it, because I can't build my freaking lake that I want. Cheap enough, you know, you move dirt in, but that's way too expensive. So we would have done this a long time ago, built mud trails, if I knew we had red dirt. I cannot believe we got red dirt on this side of the property. We're just gonna creep across the top. Four-wheel drive. We're gonna go ahead and lock the diff, because I don't think it's gonna come out of this. Dude, I'm telling you, like under the topsoil, it is wet.
Oh my.
Now, obviously, if I hit this at 20, I'd glide over it, but we're just testing. It ain't coming out of this.
All right, give me the winch.
That's the first time the spoiler's been stuck. But like, that's real mud. Like, it's not the riding park mud where you got a water hole with a little bit of clay and mostly sand on the bottom. That's the kind of mud that'll actually get you stuck. I've never built mud holes before. I've built small ponds and like small swamps and bullcrap, but this is looking good, dude. As long as it stays wet. All right, we're gonna have to hook me up.
All right. Oh yeah.
Well, once we get a lot of bikes ripping through here, it'll make it a lot worse.
It'll be nasty.
So it'll be good.
It'll be good.
All right, we're gonna get to work and try to keep building this, because we are gonna put on the waders and hit all this stuff when we get done with it.
That's pretty nasty, dude.
That's nasty shit. I'm so surprised. And there's no rock in it.
It's perfect.
It is perfect. There's not really any roots in it too, because it's the bottom.
There was a few up towards the top that you were pulling out, but down here it has been
not bad.
No.
Considering the rest of the ground.
Yeah.
Spent 80 grand on a skid steer, and I'm out here digging mud holes.
That's an $80,000 mud hole, bud.
Dude, honestly though, you got any type of property, skid steer, gotta have one. Best thing on the market, hands down. Hard to beat.
It's done a lot out here.
Surprised we ain't got stuck. That tells me it's not extremely bad, but...
You think?
Well, I could get it stuck if I wanted to get it stuck. That is for sure. There's a few times where it's like, okay, better back out of this now.
Yeah, the bucket
push my way out.
The bucket does a good job at pushing you out.
All right, me and Taylor are gonna walk this. We're gonna be back in the morning. It's starting to get dark. We're gonna knock this thing out. I'm so jacked. As long as this ground ain't frozen solid tomorrow morning, we're great.
It's gonna be in the teens tonight, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll find out real quick.
Come back suited up tomorrow.
Oh, we're hitting the mud tomorrow. All right, let's figure out this trail. Well, guys, we just got finished up making the trail, and oh my gosh. What do you think, Tay-Tay?
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got that on the property now.
For sure. I can't believe we did it without getting the skid steer stuck. There was like 4 or 5 times where this thing sunk up and I wasn't even meaning to. And it sunk up pretty bad, backed into quite a few trees. No damage done. That's good. That's good. But just the fact that we didn't get stuck, I'm gonna count it as a win. There is a lot of good mud down this way. And this back half of the property, there was no trails, no nothing. There was like one really old trail that was here originally. And we actually hooked a little bit onto that, blew that back out. And there's actually 2 different valleys with water that we put a bunch of mud holes in. How many mud holes did we do? There's what, 3 on the first half?
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 total.
4 or 5? I think it's more than that. It might be like 6 or 7, but like they're big. Without further ado, let's go ahead, switch it to GoPro. We got to go hop on the 4-wheeler and let me go ahead and show you guys this trail and probably get stuck like 7 or 8 times.
I'm gonna have to put on my waders just to keep you from
yeah.
stuck.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Oh man, the skid steer is a freaking mess, boys. This thing straight up went mudding today. Renegade's still dirty from yesterday. Oh my goodness. Hope this thing lasts through those mud holes. It's got 3 hours on it. Still practically brand new. We'll see how it does. It's definitely not been in mud like that ever before. It's been in the swamp at the house, but it ain't been nothing like that. I mean, that's some thick stuff down in there. But dude, this is gonna be so fun when we have a bunch of people out here, because that pond right there, we'll probably get in it later, but I mean, it is the perfect willy pond. Like right now it's a little deep. It's probably like right here depth wise, but it's got a pretty flat bottom, pretty solid bottom to say, and perfect willy pond. We got the swamp right here. That swamp, like that backside, oh my gosh, is it so freaking deep. That swamp will actually sink one of these foilers. Like a stock foiler is almost too bad for. If you know what you're doing, you can play around on the edges, but you can find yourself in some trouble really, really fast. But we're gonna ride the edge of the property, get on the new trail over there that me and Taylor put in about a month ago. Go hook into the mud trail, baby. That's the name of it, the mud trail, 100%. This one turned out really nice, and I found myself using it a ton. Just for like getting the defender to the back of the property, this trail makes it super, super easy and nice. But this 100 acres that I bought, it's a perfect square, which is just, it's unicorn in itself. And the fact that it's on a long dead end road and basically got the whole back of the road to myself, absolutely nuts. The whole property is a unicorn. The only thing is the dirt is all rock. Like this creek that flows down through the center of the property, if you look at all the rock. I mean, that is literally everywhere. And the fact that we found red clay in the back makes me so happy, because that's going to turn into some good mud. But we'll have riding trails, dirt bike trails. We had the pond, the swamp. Now we're gonna have a big mud trail, which is gonna be so sick. I mean, this property's just got everything. Oh, BP riding park right here. Let's get down here. We're coming up on the front half of the trail. That looks so nasty. Even the road right here is getting a little nasty, but oh my gosh. Here's the first mud hole, and all of these mud holes got to get worked in, so it's gonna be nasty. But we're gonna keep a mud hole counter. This is mud hole number 1. I'm gonna try to creep in here and then hit it whenever it gets bad. So I think we can creep through this, send it. Oh my gosh. The thing freaking popped into a wheelie and I basically jumped the hole. We got some longer holes coming up down. So here's the second hole you guys seen me build. This is where I about got the skid steer stuck off the start. Holy cow, it's filling up with water. All right, a little nervous. Oh my. That didn't take long. We got stuck in this one yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, we did get stuck in this one yesterday. This is the same spot, is it not? Yeah, we went to that tree. I'm gonna try to eat through. It ain't going. That didn't last long. I feel like I need to hit it again. Well, there's so much more mud ahead of us we gotta go through. Yeah, we just gotta get a lot of bikes in here and wear it in. Because right now it's probably gonna be as bad as it, I don't know. I don't want to say it's gonna be as bad as it's gonna be right now, because it's probably gonna get worse. But the lines will get smoother to where you can get more speed. It just needed that little encouragement. Just that little tug pulled me up off the frame. So we shoot up and out. That's gonna be bad. Oh my gosh. Woo-hoo! Damn, dude. That worked. I think all of them are like hard like that. There might be some easier ones. Like this one, we didn't have a whole lot of water in. Ooh, it is nasty. It does need to get stirred up. All right, I ain't gonna go crazy hard on this one. I think we'll be all right. Oh, holy cow. I wasn't playing around when I had the skidder in here, did I? I was not playing around. Yeah, that one needs some water. If we get some water in that hole, that one will be nasty. So now the trail comes up out of that valley. We got 2 really hard mud holes, and that one wasn't too bad, that last one. It will be once we get some mud in there, some water. This one's probably the best. I don't know if this one's gonna be the hardest, but it's the best. I'm kind of debating on creeping or sending it. Oh, you're sinking. Yeah, I probably want to send that. The problem is I get thrown all around sending it because no one's been through it yet. Send it. Holy shit! You are shitting me. It continues. This is all muck. Yeah, these things need to be wore in, son. This is mud hole what? 4? 3, 4, 5. This is number 5. Ah, we're good. I'm surprised I almost got the skidder stuck right there. Oh, here's another. This one's not as bad, I don't think. Let's just creep in here and see what the mud does. Oh yeah, if I... Ooh, we're gonna be on the frame right there. Oh, damn it, boy. Yeah, that's mucky. All right. Dude, they need to be rode in, cause like I'm like launching it over the humps. Dude, you start putting 4-wheelers in these holes, they are gonna get worse, 100%. I mean, I'm 4-wheel drive, like trying not to get stuck, for sure. You could definitely get stuck if you don't freaking get on the throttle. So here's mud hole, I done lost count, 6 or 7, something like that. And this one goes all the way down there. Let's send it. Oh, I about got stuck. Oh, this is bad. This is it. Oh, shit, it keeps going. Oh, I keep out wheeling into trees being so hard on the throttle. I think that's it. That's a long one to finish it. I think there's a little bit of a spot right here, and we could definitely put in some more mud right here, but let's see. Yeah, I dug this out a little bit right here. Dude, I'm telling you, 4-wheel drive, if you weren't in 4-wheel drive and full throttle, you're not making it. That's some bad stuff. I think we can creep over this. Yep, have to get on the throttle a little bit. And there's the rest of the trail. Woo! Skirt! And right here is where it connects back. All right, let's pick Taylor up now that we got the mud off the tires. We gotta go put this thing in the pond before the mud dries. Dude, the pond is freaking at max capacity right now. This will be interesting. I don't think we're gonna sink it, but hopefully we can stay on all 4s the whole way through the pond. Hopefully she doesn't give us any issues. Oh yeah. Woo, that water is cold. Oh, see, it's just perfect snorkel depth. Like absolutely perfect snorkel depth. Oh no, it's getting deeper. I spun and broke ground. Alright, now this is not turned into perfect snorkel depth. We could sink it. Okay, it's definitely over snorkels. Yeah, I don't like doing this with my Can-Ams, boys. I'm sorry, but I don't have the money to be sinking one of these bikes. Just set it down, see what happens. Yep. Just gotta keep her moving. Dude, it's way deeper than I thought. Like when this pond's full, I've never seen it this deep. She's just eating. Well, she's doing good, boys. Oh, renegade, baby. We do got to be careful in this pond with the depth it's at, though. So I kind of hate that, but it is a bit deep. It'll be all right, though. Okay, not if we go to the middle. Yeah, that's way deeper than I thought. Let's try to set it down. Oh yeah, we're good now. As long as you don't hit the throttle and spin to the bottom of the mud, like the height's pretty good. Otherwise, you're gonna run into trouble. Like, see how I just spun? Look how much deeper it got. I turned the tires maybe 1 rotation and it dropped like 6 or 7 inches. I say it dropped like 4 inches. That's pretty good height though. I mean, you can sink a bike in water like this, but the likelihood, if you're playing it safe, you'll probably be all right. I remember back in the day, like we were dipping our snorkels on these Can-Ams. And that is just ridiculous, man. These bikes are so expensive to be doing that kind of crap. Feels like everything's good. I don't think the belt leaks. I don't think we got water in our intake. Only way to check that is about to pull the plug. So we're just gonna send it again. Make one more pass. As long as we don't sink it, we be all right. Woo! Get to play a little bit now. The problem is, like, yeah, you can hold a wheelie all the way through here, no problem, but once you start spinning, you can dig a hole and now you're stuck spinning on your rear 2 tires and you have to set down the fronts to be able to get moving. And you can't do that if your snorkel goes under the water. Not good for the bike, not good for it at all. Ew! Yeah, baby. Oh, I love Can-Ams. Don't sound right. It's not a good sign. See if we got water in the belt. Woo! Skirt! Woo! This thing is gnarly. All right, probably time to get this thing on the trailer before we break something. Woo! Oh my gosh, this thing's so gnarly. All right, guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, we finally got mud on the property other than the pond or the swamp. And that's some pretty bad stuff. So we're gonna get a bunch of people out here. We're really wearing them holes. If you guys wanna see that, smash the thumbs up button, hit the like, subscribe. Let's get this video to 30,000 likes and we'll drop the video of riding all the holes with all the boys. Is that water in my snorkel? Ooh, not good. There's water in my air box. Okay, we'll fix that. We'll see y'all later.